Are you raising the bar enough? And how do you know if you are? You know, I think that's a question that all of us need to ask ourselves, especially as entrepreneurs. Hey, it's Andrew Houston here with Trading Tips in the Truck. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day. We here, Profit for Contractors, are all about just doing that. It's about helping contractors really make the most and get the most out of what they can become. And it's about raising that bar. So, you know, if we're always just going as, you know, people, you've heard this term minimalist, that's okay from the perspective of, you know, maybe from a physical perspective. But, you know, when you're looking at this from being an entrepreneur, we are meant, part of our DNA is to become the best that we can possibly become. Hey, Tim, my man. How's it going, brother? Tim, like, this is directly, you know, this is directed to you, to me, to everybody. Being the best that we can become is not just going to happen, you know, it's not just going to happen by chance. Being the best that we can become is about setting the expectations of what that looks like. So I want to give you some insights and some tips on how to do that. And I think it's always something that we got to be careful about, in the sense that if you don't look at this through the right set of lenses, sometimes we can really maybe set that bar. And if we don't look at how the journey is getting there through the right set of lenses, it can really be damaging, right? We can feel like we're a failure if we don't hit that target. So let's talk about that today. So I want to give you guys some insights about how to go about doing that. And look, I'm not saying that I haven't struggled with this. I've definitely struggled with it, and it's normal to struggle with it because, I mean, how do you know what what that level is that you can achieve, and how do you know what the level is that you can achieve, right? It's a bit of a yin-yang sort of scenario here. So here's what we do at Profit for Contractors. I think one of the most important things starts with your dreams. You know, dreaming big is something that when we were kids we had, and a lot of times as we grow up we lose that through disappointments, through being put, just in my opinion, being put through very structured, you know, say education system and things of that nature. We lose that dreamer in ourselves. We lose that magic and that creativity. So the very first thing that I'd want you guys to do is the dream big. I mean, seriously, dream big. So what does that mean? That means that, you know, think about, I call it, you know, BHAGs. You know, that's an acronym that's out there. Big, hairy, audacious goals. Like, what are some of the goals that if you could achieve that you would just look back in life and go, oh my God, man, that was amazing. Like, oh, I cannot believe that I achieved that. So one of the things in going and defining that is making sure that you put it into categories, because otherwise it's going to be really difficult to know where to start. But dreaming's huge. And if you're a parent out there, God, I mean, this is one of the gifts we got to give to our kids, right? Let them dream. Let them, use that creative side of their brain to think about who it is that they want to become and what they want to do and where they want to go, and who they want to be with and things of that nature. What do they want to create? Well, the same thing it needs to be applied to us. So here's a couple categories I want you guys to think about. First of all, start with yourself, okay? If you can. Okay, it might be different for everybody here. I'm going to list some categories. I would start with myself, but if that's a place that is a bit of a challenge for you as far as dreaming, then guess what? Dream in the areas that have the path of least resistance, right? I learned this in, you know, trade school, good old Ohm's law, the path of least resistance. Well, it's better to get some momentum and some progress than you know, trying to follow some strict structure. So I would personally start with myself because I'm comfortable with that. But list out some of these categories. So, you know, what are some of the dreams that you've got for you? What are some of the dreams, you know, you've got, as being a father, as being a husband? What are some of the dreams that you have maybe as far as, you know, some of your family members? And then let's talk about your business, right? What are some of the dreams that you have for your business? Like what would be some big, hairy, audacious goals that you'd have on your business? You know, if you're working out of your home right now, I mean, can you picture yourself? Could you dream to think about, hey, what would it be like to have a freaking amazing shop that's super cool? I pull up in the driveway of the shop and I'm like, man, this is amazing. I'm so lucky to have this. So start off with basic, hey, vision board. You got it, brother. You got it, Tim. Start off with and I'm going to get to Tim, amazing man here. Thanks, Tim, for jumping on here. We're going to get to the vision board in a second. What we want to do is we want to make sure that you've got those categories first, okay? And then one of the things to do is put a visual picture. There's Tim. Put a visual picture to it. So we get our clients to create, what's called a vision board. Otherwise, I like calling it a dream board, okay? And the dream board is all about that. So you go through some magazines, say it's some family magazines, you can go through that. You can go through some travel magazines, go grab some magazines, make this really, really simple, and just start flipping through the pages. For me, at one stage I was flipping through pages for Harley Davidsons. I'm being serious here. And yeah, I ended up buying myself a nice Harley, which I love. I call her Black Beauty. A road glide, absolutely love it. I call it Black Beauty because it's black. And one of my dad's horses, when I was growing up, he had a horse called Black Beauty. You guys are familiar with that name, but anyways, so there you have it. So start putting out some pictures, cutting out some pictures, rip them out, get some glue, put it on a board, start visualizing some of those things. If you're in the hunting or you're in the sports, start flipping through some magazines. Maybe there's a certain size of buck that you want to go and get, or maybe it's pictures of you fishing with your kids. Visual images are one of the best ways to get your dreams going, okay? It's one of the best ways for you to literally visualize those dreams. And you think about a dream, right? When you have a dream, you don't dream and it's black, right? You have a dream and it's actual pictures in your brain, right? It's, if you look back at last night or whenever you can remember your last dream, it was visual, right? So you want to bring those dreams to a visual perspective. So gather that information in those different categories. Don't overcomplicate it. So that's step number one. Dream big, okay? It's a bit of a formula here, right? Dreams times vision, right? Dreams times vision times goals times a plan times action equals results and living the best life that you can, okay? So dream big, get that dream board happening. Next thing you want to do is start now getting a little bit more specific. I'm going to hone in here on the business side because that's one of our focuses here at Profit for Contractors, helping you guys get more freedom, more profits, more wealth. Is define in that business some of the visions that you have. And to start this off, think about a 1-year vision. Like, where do you want things to be in 1 year from now? So maybe you've got 5 guys, maybe you got 50, maybe you got 100 guys, but where do you want to be with your business? And one of the best ways you want to look at that is look at it definitely from an environmental perspective. Look at it from the perspective of you walk in, what do you want it to feel like? What kind of environment and culture do you want when you come walking in there? Some of the other things you want to look at, definitely, obviously, profit for contractors. You want to make sure that you define what kind of profits you want to be making in a year from now, because profits literally pay for that freedom. They do, right? If you don't have a profitable business, you won't have a business for long. So the more profits we can make, the better. Define, what does that team look like? Like, what's the vision of, what things you're not going to be doing? What things are you going to be putting more time in? And just rough it, okay? Just rough it. So think about that 1 year, vision of where you see the business in a year from now. Now that we've got sort of, we've got a dream board, we've got, vision, we go into more depth with our clients on this, like you, Tim, and we get more specific to, your specific business and where you want to go. But next thing you want to do is, after vision, right, dreams times vision times plan. So let's talk about the plan. Now we've got to put the plan in place. So what you want to do is you want to create what's called I call it a 90-day street plan. As I like street plans because street plans are like, you're just getting down dirty and you're just doing it. We're not talking about a plan that's going to go to the bank with 50 freaking pages that just collects dust. No, I'm talking about a page, like a 1-page plan, okay? And break down, sort of the timelines of what are some of the things that you want, right? So dreams times vision, I think I skipped it. Dreams times vision times goals. So what are the goals that you've want in the next 90-day street plan, right? Get a plan, man. Absolutely. So, and then we want to surround those goals with what's the plan, right? So the goals and the plan go together. And I like 90 days, man. 90 days because it's reasonable. You can measure it. You can see it. It's attainable. It's broken down into small enough pieces. Now you're not going to be able to address all the things you want in your 1 year, but what are the key things you can work on in the next 90 days, next quarter, to make it happen, okay? And then surround that with the actions, right? So we got dream times vision, right? Times goals, times plan, times action. I know it's a lot of things, but guys, if you try to do action and you don't, right? And we don't have a plan, well, you're screwed. If you try to do a plan, you don't have goals, yeah, you're screwed again. If you try to do goals, right? And we don't have a vision where the hell we're going, well, right? Nabob. If we try to have a vision and we don't even know what our dreams are, well, guess what? We're screwed, right? And you guys know 0 times 0 equals 0, right? So, look, surround it with an action plan, put it in place, and make it happen, guys. Set the bar, right? Set the bar for yourself to become the best that you can, and define that with purpose. You know, that's what this is all about on today's Facebook Live, is setting the bar of, you know, against the dreams that you want to achieve. And, you know, for me at Prof for Contractors and my team, I mean, one of my dreams I've always had from a business perspective is being able to help literally, right, 100,000 contractors across the globe. And, you know, it's amazing what we've accomplished in just a little over the last year in being able to achieve that. I mean, we've got people all over all over North America right now that we're helping and changing people's lives. And we're able to do it, right? We're able to do it and deliver, you know, an amazing value to people. And the biggest thing I'm so proud of is create an amazing community of like-minded contractors that are sharing, are open, are caring, that help each other, that have each other's backs, that are, you know, that are okay with being vulnerable, with no judgment. And it's a dream come true for me. But I mean, that was a dream of mine, right? That was a dream I had, like, you know, over 2 years ago, and now it's coming to reality. So dream big, guys. And yeah, sometimes your dreams have to be, and sometimes your goals and your plans have to move. Like, get over these books, that say, like, you got to stick to your goals. Yeah, you know, you got to do exactly what's in the plan. Really? You're driving your car and you're going on a trip, okay? Like, I'm about to go home here and go into an awesome golf tournament with a bunch of friends and my lovely wife and what have you. But if there's construction or an accident, yeah, I can't keep going straight. I got a detour. But guess what? I'm still going to get to my destination. I'm still going to get to where I got to go. I might be 5 minutes later, okay? Who knows? I might be there quicker. But at least I know where I'm going. I know my destination. I know what I'm after. And whatever comes up in front of me, I can detour around it and still get to achieving my dreams and my vision and my goals. And that's it. Okay, guys? So listen, hopefully this is good for you. I'd love for you to share with me some of your dreams, even any part of that, any of your dreams, any of your vision, any of your, you know, your goals, and whatever you want, man. I'd love you guys to share this to my CEO community, to the Contractor Tips group, to all you guys out there. Dream big. Have big, hairy, audacious goals, okay? And become the best that you can, because the reality is you don't know what that is unless you really push yourself to go and do that. And be okay with getting knocked down every once in a while. It's okay, man. It's part of it, right? I just came from the gym. It's okay that I'm sore. That's part of the process, right? It's okay that, you know, maybe once in a while I might freaking pull a muscle or something like that because I'm pushing myself hard. That's all right. But I'm not going to know my limitations unless I do that. And that's the same thing with your life, same thing with your business, and same thing with, you know, the person that you look in the mirror to every single morning. Become the best that you can by, you know, defining what that best looks like. All right? That's it, guys. We'll catch you on the flip sides. Thanks. Have a great weekend. You too, Jeremy. Tim, my man. 100,000. Tim. What? Elaborate, Tim, what that is. 100,000 is, yeah. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure it's directly related to what we're talking about. So, anyways, guys, comment below. We'll catch you on the flip. Become the best that you can by, you know, setting the bar. This is Andrew Houston with Tradie Tips in the truck, and from Prof for Contractors, helping you guys get more profits, getting you guys more control, more freedom, more wealth, and making those freaking dreams come to reality by making you become the best that you can. See you on the flip side. You wanted 100,000. Yes, 100,000. Yes, baby. 100,000, baby. Now, not customers, Tim. No, not customers. I want to help 100,000 contractors. No, that doesn't mean that they're the right fit for working with us and being part of this community, but I want to help them, okay? And that means that I'm able to actually get them to have a better business, get them to have a better life, and that could be just through some of these trading tips in the truck, right? So that's my mission. It's like the Blues Brothers, right? My mission from God, baby. Catch you on the flip side. Thanks for the question, Tim. Later, man. Ciao.